I was like, I nearly quit after that because I was pissed off on myself. But if you're in that world, you expect to be punished, you get me? And as I was walking, I could hear like splashes. And I thought, oh, they got someone in water.
Adam King, how's it going, mate? You
I'm
all right?
good, you, yeah?
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Thank you very much for coming down.
No, I'm happy to be here.
I really appreciate it, mate. Obviously, you were on SAS Who wins, and you made it to the final. I bet that was a crazy experience, and I can't wait to get into it.
Mate, it was the best and worst experience of my life.
I bet, yeah. I bet it was proper ups and downs. Like, it looked absolutely brutal, to be honest, and I couldn't imagine.
What they show you on TV is nothing how it really is.
Is it not? No.
So like edited, it's mad.
Yeah, because it's always like the one show I look at. I speak to my missus. I'm like, do you reckon you could do that? Do you reckon you could do? You know, it's like such a tough thing, isn't it? The things that get me are like them scary challenges. You know, like when you got I don't know, abseil down from something or whatever. Like, yeah.
But them things, they're the things I like all the different tasks. They're the things I was excited for. But it's like running from and to do them tasks.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, mate.
Brutal, like.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, that part I hated.
Yeah,
like carrying them bloody 20 kilogram sacks on the terrain is like, it's horrible.
How do they, like, so obviously the whole way through, it looks like they're treating you like shit. Are they like that all the time?
Everyone asks me the same question, and yes, they are 100% dickheads they, all the time.
They never turn off.
Nah, never.
That's always interesting, because I'm thinking, like, obviously you're all there, but then when you think about the actual setup, they got cameras everywhere and things, and you're thinking, like, how do you live in that moment with all that going on around you, or you've just got no choice? You
just got no choice. Like, the cameras are 24/7. They're on you. There's no chill.
Yeah.
At all. No chill.
Yeah.
So every day, everyone do ask me the same question. Oh, when the cameras are off? No, the cameras are never off. They're always on.
Yeah. They must have one hell of an editing team, like going through all that footage, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
I suppose they don't want to miss anything you may say or do or anything. But it's so obviously from watching the show, you've had like a colourful past before it.
Yeah.
Indeed. Are you happy to go into that and talk about that? Yeah. So you grew up in Cardiff, is it?
Yeah. Grew up in Butetown. Yes. I've been all over the place, but yeah, I grew up in Butetown. Mainly my mum. Getting into trouble a lot, my boys.
Yeah, as you do, like.
Yeah. But I used to play rugby a lot, so that was my thing. I used to just play rugby. Some of my mates would play boxing, and do boxing. But then we was all mischievous in a way, so. Yeah. We just spend our time being little shits, really.
What were some of them things you'd get up to, like just?
Like we'd terrorise the neighbours and just stupid things, really, like little shits.
Yeah.
Like throw stones at cars or just stupid things.
Yeah.
Like
I know the thing. Like we'd always be doing like a similar sort of thing.
Yeah, like egging houses and that.
Yeah.
Like I'd have some of my friends egg my next door neighbour's house. I'm like, that's my next door neighbour.
Could you imagine doing that now?
Nah, like I think, oh my God, like if my daughter grew up and done shit like that, I'd be mortified.
Yeah. Was there anyone like who ever called you out on it? Was your neighbour ever like going crazy? Or
yeah, this one lady just called me the ringleader. And yeah, we used to have the police on our doorstep all the time. But no, it's no good.
No. Well, that's the thing. I think when you're younger like that, though, I always think, you know, like from 14 to like 21, you've got this weird thing like in you where you think like invincible, didn't you? Did you ever like have that feeling?
We thought we was invincible from like primary school, you get me?
Yeah, you do, don't you? You just think like I can do whatever I want. What do you think influenced you in that way? Was it like older people or, because I found like, I watched like kidulthood and adulthood when I was younger, right? And you watch things like that and it kind of puts you in this mind frame where you think like, that's cool and glamorized, don't you?
Yeah, I think like it's a gang mentality, innit? When you like with all your boys, if one person does it, like you're all in it together.
Yeah.
And we just like the buzz of getting chased. Like we just like terrorize people or whatever, but we just like getting chased by people. It's that buzz. Like all the naughty things we've done, it's to do with our buzz.
All to get the adrenaline going.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So how did it escalate from, I'd say like petty crimes, do you know what I mean? Like mischievous things to then the more serious things.
It's probably from just seeing the older boys, because I used to go out clubbing with them from like a young age. So I started doing under 18s from like age 11. Then when I got to 15, when they was all going to over 18s, I was going to over 18s with them. And some of them like hustlers. And I think, I want to like piece of money, you get me?
Yeah.
So then I started like just dealing like weeds. I started like doing stuff like in college and things like that. Nothing like too big, because I was still working at the same time. But I was just making like contacts here and there. And then when I was like, say 17, 18, I started meeting other people, like going out clubbing. And then that's when he introduced me to cocaine.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay. And then I started learning more about it. And I'm kind of, I'm good at networking. So like even when I used to work in certain places, I'd recognize someone from the club, and I just go up to them and say, "Oh yes, I seen you in the club. Do you do a bit of that?" They say, "Yeah." I say, oh, "Here's my number. Take my number," and then it'd go from there. And then they'd be calling me the next day or even at night, and then I just keep building and building. And then I used that to my powder as well. Like in one place I worked, I was get away with murder because they'd all buy coke from me,
Yeah.
and I'd be like the senior managements and things like that.
It's crazy, mate.
Yeah, it's a mad world.
The thing is, I don't think people would realise how many people out there are doing it.
Oh, mate.
Like,
it's crazy.
You know, you go down, even down the local pub here, it's a small town you've just drove through.
Yeah.
I'd say like 90% of the people you see out are doing it.
Yeah, it's like sweets, isn't it? It's like a sweet shop. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But it don't interest me to do it. That's what.
Yeah, you've never do it.
I've tried it, but it never interested me.
It was more just the buzz of the hustle, was it?
Yeah, it's the hustle.
Yeah.
I used to rather MDMA, to be honest.
Well, you are honest. Yeah, mate. It's just one of them things. I think it is the people you're bothering with, and it's so easy to like, probably get caught in that trap, isn't it?
Yeah, and then eventually it depends on far you want to take it. And I'm the type of person, if I think I can do like big bits with this. I make certain contacts, and I just kept going and going. And then I made contacts like from outside the country, and then it just escalated.
What, like abroad and things?
Yeah, I met like one of my main contacts abroad, because I went like with some of my boys, we went Ibiza initially to sell tickets to go to clubs, but we just ended up hustling over there.
Yeah.
Because I had one of my friends who was on a run over there, and he just had everything just hooked up for us. It's mad.
So you were doing it over there as well?
Yeah. So I had contacts there as well.
Well, that's crazy, mate.
So so we was looked after.
Yeah. So what sort of like money are you talking with these deals? Like, is it big money, or is it like, are you like on the street level doing it?
Well, when I first started, it was like street level stuff. Like I could just like make between 800 to 1,200 pounds just on a weekend.
Yeah.
But obviously when I went up the scale, I went big. I think the biggest I made in one day was like 18 grand or something stupid like that.
God, it's crazy, isn't it?
But it's mad. Like,
yeah,
from like you just jump a massive hurdle and you're making big money and you're doing less things. Like when I was younger, I had to hustle more and I make less money. But then when I gradually went up the ladder, I just make one move a week.
It's crazy, isn't it? That's just sorry, mate. Don't pull that a bit close. Yeah. That's just like kind of even with like drug dealing or just normal business and life, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the same with everything, though. The person who's on the shovel is earning the less money, like, and that compared to the person who sat in the office,
exactly,
just pushing the figures around.
It's just a business. You treat it like in the drug game. You treat it as a business, and you would take them skills as such and take it to like the legit things.
It's definitely got to be convertible, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's,
yeah.
You're not just these people aren't stupid, like, are they?
No, definitely not. Because it's a lot of thought for the big guys who does the big law. It's a business. You got to pay like the drivers, safe houses, shit like that. You got to be on top of things. Yeah, and you got to pay everyone to make sure everything gets done correctly.
Were you one of the big guys? Would you say? Or?
I think I was just below the bigger guys, but I was on my way to be one of the bigger guys.
Yeah,
but I'm glad I got caught when I did. To be fair.
Yeah. Well, that's it. It may have been like a life job otherwise, isn't it?
Yeah, because the ones I was probably aspiring to be like, they're in jail now, and they're like doing Big Bird like over 20 years. So
yeah, that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, that's something I could not do now. Especially now I got responsibilities. Like back then, I didn't really have no responsibilities. I was just living for the moment.
Yeah,
just doing my thing. Just going abroad when I wanted. Just spending money on clubbing, just ridiculous. Yeah. But no, I got my little girl.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier just before we come in, didn't we? How it like completely changes your perspective and your life and alters everything, really, doesn't it?
It's crazy. Like the love is like it's nothing like I ever had.
Yeah, you couldn't ever risk losing that, could you, for doing something
Nah.
stupid for money and material things?
No way.
Yeah, but like when you're younger, you don't even realize that that's all that matters to you, really, isn't it? You're just thinking about, do I look cool?
Yeah.
Do I look hard? Am I making money?
Exactly.
Like, what am I wearing? Like, all of that shit doesn't really matter,
It
does
don't
it?
matter. It don't
As long
matter.
as you got food on your plate,
Yeah.
happiness doesn't come from any of them things.
Yeah, because my daughter don't look at me and think, oh, my daddy's got wicked clothes on. She looks at me like I'm a daddy. Like the love is like.
Yeah, you make me
different.
happy.
Yeah.
You do things with me.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like more about what you're doing with her, not like what you're spending and what car you drive.
Yeah, my time with her is priceless.
It is, mate. It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
you literally couldn't put a figure on it. If you took like 5 years of that away now,
Right.
like fuck.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, just thinking about it, it's like
yeah.
heartbreaking, isn't it? It's crazy. It's so you said on the show that obviously you like had you sit down with Ant and things, and they was talking about you made one wrong move when you were about to get out. What was that?
Well, basically, I was in a good position with this one fella. You should take like a kilo a week off me, and that'll just one move, and we'd be done. And then one day he come up to me, said he's getting on top. We need to take a break, so we take about 4 months off or something like that. And I just need to hustle. Like I thought, okay, I just leave him be. And at the time, people wanted like as pure as they can cocaine. And I knew I could get her a better price than anyone else. So I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to make this move. So I went to my link from outside Wales, sorted it, and then the wrong person found out. And then basically, within 3 days, I got nicked. My door went through. The police knew everything. It was mad.
It's like a grass, and
yeah, 100%.
Do you think that new contact was it, or was it?
No, I want a new contact. It was someone I knew, but I knew it was this person. Obviously, I can't prove it, but after speaking to certain people and stuff like this, I knew 100%.
Yeah. Do you hold any resentment like towards that person, or?
No, at the time, to be honest, I wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
Or get something done. But then I thought about it, and I thought, if I retaliated, what's that not gonna better me? I'd probably do. It'd be obvious it was me, and I'd get bigger birds. So I just thought about it, and I just thought, just come out, just do your bird, and just try and be as successful and happy as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's the best way sometimes. Just
did you know when you were going in, you were going to come out and never be in that sort of line of work again?
No, I thought I'd probably make more contacts.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because when I lost like a kilo of cocaine, and that cost me. So on my head, I'm thinking, fuck, I got to pay this back, or something. And then you're around different people. And then I was with the people I was in Ibiza with as well, because they eventually got caught. So then we're just talking stuff, but everyone just talks business and stuff like that. So then I'm thinking, oh yeah, I could do this and that. But in reality, it's one of the best thing. Because I met my girlfriend, who I'm with now, and then she never been with anyone who was in that kind of life or anything like that. So she was good for me, and yeah, she kept me stable as such.
How did you like broach the subject with her about going to prison and things, or how did you meet?
I met her through Facebook, when I was in jail.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
So when I was in open jail, I got her to come down like on my first like home leave. Then obviously I told her beforehand, and she was like, it's not like you killed anyone, but she met me, and like, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm naughty but nice.
Just like to get up to some bad things, like
yeah, that was my only problem. But I'm good now though. But
yeah, just a little side note, like yeah, mate. I bet. I bet. So when you were messaging on Facebook, did you tell her then, or was it like, I'm free this weekend, do you want to meet up?
Yeah, because when I wasn't messaging her, my mate was doing it for me, so she can tell the difference. Like, He was more nice than I like. I'm a bit more forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I must just called her and just explained the situation. And then, yeah, she was cool, to be fair.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a crazy way to meet up with someone.
Yeah. But even when I was like, because when you in open jail, you do like home leaves, day leaves and stuff like that. But then I still get approached to like do stuff and things like that. But I was like, nah, it's not worth it. So even when I got out, it's like every week I'd at least get phone calls of people, yeah, can you do this? Can you do that? But that's like, it's just mad.
Do people get funny with you if you're trying to like leave that life?
Well, the people I lost their work to, they want me to like proper like go and work with them like abroad. Like they said, yeah, like they've just seat at the table for me. I could have been making like massive money, but like in hindsight, now where they are, it's a good job I never.
Yeah, that's it. It's just risks you don't need to take, innit?
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing. And the people around me, like my mates, they was good influence as well. They was like, you need to like keep away from this stuff. You end up going back inside. You just need to keep your head down and just work normal. Just try and use the skills you've got from like drug dealing and just try and use them in legit business.
There's got to be ton in there. There's like man management, good with your money. Do you know what I mean? Like just planning.
Like maths.
Yeah, there's loads of things in there. It's not like you just turning up and it's just winging it, really, are you? Like there's a lot involved. Yeah,
because when I come out of jail, it was hard because you can't exactly get like a decent job straight away because you've got your own license. And it says when you do like a job application, they're like, are you still serving or whatever? Like I was on license for like just under 3 years. So loads of things I couldn't do. So I just did the railway kind of stuff and like labouring things. But that's boring for me. Like I'm a type of person, I like to be here, there and everywhere. Like I just can't do the same thing. But I started, my missus took me one day for my birthday to a place, Essex Miles in Essex, like a teeth whitening place.
Right.
And I was like, I was just asking questions about it. And I thought, this is like a decent little business. And I said, this is a time when Towie was popular. I said, this would do good in Cardiff, I reckon. So I said to my missus, get me a meeting with him. So then I spoke to him. I said, listen, let me take your brand and take it to Cardiff. And he's like, yeah, of course. And he was so nice. He just let me do it. And yeah, that was popping off for a while.
Fair play. I didn't know you did that, to be honest with you.
It was in YouFit Gym at the time.
Yeah, are you doing that now?
Oh, no. Like, I did that for like 3 years. But literally, I was living in Kent, but I was coming back and forth. So I'd be in Cardiff. So I was on the best of both worlds. Like, I did work, do Essex Miles, and then see all my mates. But long term, it was no good because, I say 2017, I had to stop here because my missus was going to have my daughter.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be going back and forth. And by then, I think the phase is kind of died out. So I had to just knock it on the head.
Yeah, you got a load of them, like, I suppose there's more them home kits and things people are using and stuff.
Yeah, I was doing them home kits, but then I just left it.
Yeah.
But my mate, from me doing that in Cardiff, he smashed it all over the UK. He's got different, like, in most cities.
Is it?
I think got a couple abroad as well.
Fair play. All them sorts of things, like, do well, innit?
Yeah.
Like, they're in the same category as, like, the hair transplants and everything now, and they're popping off, like, aren't they? Big time.
Now you see everyone going to Turkey and their teeth are just blinging on.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, $2,000 bam teeth.
My brother's just been to London and had one of the hair ones, like.
Oh, you had a transplant, yeah?
Yeah.
I tried getting a transplant, but I didn't have enough hair to back of my
head.
Yeah.
So what is it then? Because it looks like you've got a good hairline. Is
it's the ink.
Is it the tattoo thing? Is it? Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
It's mad. Yeah.
You wouldn't know, to be honest with you.
Well, everyone knows now.
Everyone knows now.
No.
Yeah.
No,
but just like at a glance, you just think you've just shaved it down to the bone, like, wouldn't you?
Everyone thinks the same.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. I'll have to go for that if mine starts going. Like,
you're good, mate.
Yeah, my brother's got like, he's gonna hate me for this, like bad receding hairline, but I've never had it. Luckily, not too bad anyway. Like it's pretty much there.
You got the good genes.
I got the good genes, yeah. Or I'm adopted. It's one of the two because my dad's got it. They've got the receding hairline as well. So, but so 2017 then to 2020, what's the gap between you? What did you do for work then between then and then?
I started when I stopped the Essex Smiles thing. My mate sent me a picture of some boy I knew, like he was in Star Wars.
Yeah.
He was just like a featured extra. He said, "Oh, look, my mate." He said, "Oh, there's loads out in London. You should try and get involved." So I just did my little research, and then I ended up like signing with some like extra agencies just to see what it was like. So I did a job that was close to me called Purge of Thrones, which like I don't think even made like in the cinema or whatever it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it was like a good like learning experience about it. Because I thought when you do extra work, you just like just in the background or whatever. But then you get like featured, you get like upgraded, and sometimes get like speaking parts and things like that. So I thought, okay, this is kind of cool. And I did end up doing like Tomb Raider, and I had like I had a feature part in that, and some other bits. I thought this is decent. So then I start like progressing. I did a little bit of modeling anyway. Like this is before I'd done prison stuff like that. So I had some experience like doing that kind of thing. So I was doing like lifestyle modeling, not like naked, but like gardening stuff, like
you haven't got an
stuff.
OnlyFans, like
no, that's not me. But yeah, I've done like adverts like B&Q. I do a lot of fitness stuff. Like recently, it was Optimum Nutrition. That was a decent advert.
Oh yeah, I think I seen that actually on your Instagram. Like you put that up, didn't you?
Yeah, and then adverts jobs, you'd get decent pay, man.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I like doing, the advert jobs. But I met so many actors, like Bryan Cranston. Had a feature part with him, the guy from Breaking Bad.
That's crazy, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was with him for 3 days, and I was sick.
Was yeah, that's the guy from Malcolm in the Middle as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quality, mate.
Yeah,
what was it like meeting someone like that? Pretty wild, was it?
Yeah, he's mad, like he was so down to earth as well. But I was just like, I met so many, like Tom Cruise. I did what was it The Last Mission Impossible?
All right, okay. So you've been busy then. It's not like you've.
No, I just like I've gone hunt, like I went full throttle into it. So
Yeah.
like you speak to other people and then you try and progress. Because like you had Fail on the show, and that's how he started doing like extra work. Then he just gradually just progressed from there.
Yeah, he's doing well, isn't he?
He's smashing it.
Yeah, it's mad that you two know each other. You're both into the acting and things like. It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I started progressing. I got myself an agent. Like before lockdown, I was proper just doing loads of bits. But then when we had like COVID and stuff like that, I kind of like slowed down. Like with my interest, like I lose interest quick. That's the problem with me. So I'm just starting to pick up, getting like better jobs again, because you've got to go to loads of castings and things like that.
It's quite a busy sort of lifestyle. Thea was saying like they'll phone him one day, he's got to go up to London, then the next day, like it's just non-stop.
It is non-stop, like it's relentless. And then you're not guaranteed to get these jobs because there's like 100 other people applying. And then once you do the first casting, you get invited back again to do another casting. And then they might invite you again before they make the final decision.
So all this is unpaid up until that point, is it? Yeah.
But I'm quite lucky. I'm close. So I'm like 30 miles from London anyway.
Yeah.
So most of the jobs are up there.
So I expect that's pretty good for you now after doing SAS Who Dares Wins. I expect you're getting more opportunities, are you?
Yeah, some like I do get people ask me to like try and promote things for them and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think I need to start like getting back on it, like because you need to update your show reel like every year and things like that. So since like we've been locked down, I haven't done nothing like that. So they're the kind of things I need to do.
Yeah.
But I've had some interesting jobs like being stand-in for like big actors like Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
So
what, like just doing different parts of the film, or
like for like with stand-ins, like they want someone who like kind of measure ups to the actors or look similar build or whatever, and like you just go on set, they sort of the camera lighting and things like that. So then they sort that out properly, and then the actor can just go and just do his thing.
Yeah.
So I did it for Vin Diesel for a couple of days on Fast and Furious and on Bloodshot. I did stuff for Mark Strong.
So what are you actually doing then as a stand-in? So what
you act out the scenes, so then the cameras and lighting just get it perfect. So the cameras will just like follow you. So then when the actor comes in, they know exactly where he's gonna be, stuff like that. So then instead of him fast-assing around with the camera and lighting, he can just go on scene. He could go on set and just do a scene, bam.
Save his energy, basically. That's crazy. I didn't even know that would be a thing. Like,
it's mad. It's so much like you learn when you're on set. It's crazy. There's like, even when you're on set, there's like good like 30, 40 people there doing different things. Like I recently did something, I don't know what I'm supposed to say, like for Netflix, Mike Myers doing a series.
Yeah.
And a pentathlon. And that was crazy. I was getting to shoot like blanks, like machine guns and things like that.
That's a wild, mate.
Yeah,
that's wild. I wouldn't know all that went into it. Like you said, like you got all these people moving light in, and also you can pretend to be in for that. Yeah, that's crazy.
You've got costume departments, like makeup, just weapons or whatever. It's so much. It's crazy. Yeah. The best part is just getting pampered, to be honest. And the food's lovely.
Is it? Yeah. Fuck it. I wouldn't be able to resist. Like I'd be size of a house, I reckon, if I was.
The food's banging
at these places. Like, but so, how did you go into SAS Who Did Win? How did that application look like?
Originally, I seen when the first ever series like come out, and this is, I don't think I've been out of jail for that long, and I was just watching it. I thought like they had different stories. I thought, yeah, this is a bit of me. And at the time, I was quite hench. I wasn't like doing no fitness or nothing.
Yeah.
So I thought that gave me something like to train for. So I thought, fuck it. I just did the application, and I got fit, and to go for series 2. So then I passed the fitness test. I passed the interviews. I was going on series 2.
All right.
But 2 weeks prior to fly out of the jungle, they must have done a DBS on me, because I was still on license from jail, and legally I wasn't allowed to leave the country. So they stopped me. Like they said, you can't go. Like,
that's crazy. So you were going to go before, like, and then
yeah.
So obviously, where was this one filmed? Scotland, was it?
Yeah, this was Scotland.
Yeah, so they could get away.
Yeah, like series 2 was in the jungle.
Yeah,
I thought, yeah, that'd be class.
That would be class, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then I think they filmed in Chile or Morocco or somewhere else. And then I think series 5, that was Scotland. So I thought, when I applied, yeah, it's got to be a hot country, because it was like cold, hot, cold, like it was like that kind of thing. I was like, yes. And then when I got to the airport and they said Scotland, I was like, no, I said, where am I going? They said Isle of Skye. I said, where the fuck's Isle of Skye? And they went Scotland. I was like, God.
That's not what you wanted. Like.
Nah, and they said, if it weren't for COVID, you was going to South Africa. I was like, no.
That's gutting, mate. That's gutting. Because I bet it was absolutely freezing, was it, up there?
Mate, I hate the cold. Like, you don't understand. Like, my mindset, I had to put myself in just to get used to that cold.
Was it like all on the job? Did you try to do like anything before you went up? Did you have much time before you went up there to prepare, or?
Yeah, it's weird, because it was through COVID, like everything, because I did like the interview stuff and fitness testing for when I was going to go series 2. This was completely different. Because of COVID, we had to film ourselves. So I had to get like my missus like to film me running around the track. You had to like run 1.5 miles in less than 9.5 minutes, do a certain amount of press ups in 2 minutes and sit ups and stuff like that. But my missus had to film the whole thing. And then training wise, because I had a torn tendon, and through COVID, like I couldn't see like my physio or anything like that. So I found it hard like to train, and I didn't have the gym, so it was different for me. So I had to like do like all home workouts, and when I train, I go full throttle. And when I started running, I kept doing my bloody Achilles in, because I just like, fuck it, I'm gonna like train hard. Yeah. But then I was just making things worse. So I couldn't run more than like 5K without my Achilles going. So I was in a bit of a struggle training. I thought it was hard work.
So you didn't turn up feeling the best at the start?
Nah. But I thought, I'm just going to go with the condition I'm in. Because in my head, I thought, injured or not injured, I'm going to smash it. Because I was like one of them people who watch the show and think, obviously I didn't take into consideration about the editing. I'd be like, yeah, I'd smash this, injured or not.
Yeah, they don't do that much in a day.
No. And even a psychologist was saying to me, yeah, remember, it's a lot harder than what you see. I'm like, yeah, I know. But in my head, I'm thinking, shut up, mate. I'm going to smash this.
Yeah.
And then the first day, I got fucking humbled.
Yeah, I expect you see like so many people like on there which you think they're not in as good shape as me. They're not gonna be able to run as
Nah, but with me, I don't really underestimate anyone,
No.
or even overestimate anyone, because like I think everyone's my equal. 'Cause you never
You just
know.
never know.
You
No,
never
I
know.
totally agree with
'Cause
that.
everyone could be photoshopped these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And
But like with me, I maybe look good on the outside, but like I was telling you about, like I got injury now. I've always got injuries, so I may look like a threat, but I'm broken inside.
don't fucking come near me, man.
Yeah.
So what was that like day one? Obviously, like you're just thrown into
Oh,
all these
mate.
crazy challenges.
But first of all, because of bloody COVID, I was there like 12 days before we even done the course. I was stuck in my hotel room for 10 days.
Isolating, like.
Yeah, we had like 1 hour to go outside and do whatever, like a fitness. And there's fuck all to do. There's just mountains. So I thought I'd take the opportunity, like, to break in my boots. So I do little runs. I was thinking, fucking hell, these boots, they're a nightmare to run in.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first day, we was like, had to be ready like 4 a.m. in the morning, get on this train. But what they don't show you, as soon as we get off that train, they put us in a presser position, like for ages, yeah. And I was a killer. And then they made us bear crawl through all these like rocks and stuff like that. So we're all getting ripped up, and you don't see any of that.
That wasn't even on it.
That wasn't even on it. You just cut straight to when they take us to like, it looks like a pig farm or something. And then he beast us on there. But like I thought, yeah, I could, like I put myself in a strong mind frame. And when we was in like doing all that mud stuff, I was like first, and me and DJ, one of the recruits, cause we was the big us, but we both gassed out quick. Cause we do when we before you go on there, you do another fitness test. And when I done it, they said you got good like power, but then you burn out quick.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I knew
like
my endurance.
your aerobic, like, isn't.
Yeah, they said your
there.
endurance is not good. I thought, that's not good. It's not. I'm going on this show, man.
Yeah. Like, because I bet you got no time to recover, either of you. Like when you do a hard session or whatever, you want like 24 hours or whatever, don't you? But
like no, I only train like 3, maximum 4 times a week, and there it was just like they're killing you, man,
smashing you to pieces, like.
And then like after they just terrorized us, made us get, because there's no showers or nothing. They just hosed you down, and it's fucking freezing.
I seen the one video you get hosed down, like.
Yeah, it's horrible.
The shitters as well. They don't look very appealing, like, either, do they? You're kind of out in the element.
No, and they're like just, and when they're screaming in your face and stuff like that, and like Melvin, the new DS, he was like, DS stands for Devil Sergeant. Like, you cretins. Like,
proper treating you like shit.
Yeah. And I tend to like smile and try and laugh at things. And then I got shot a lot, like twice that day, both smiling. Then after that, I just thought, I ain't going to just like interact with you. I just shut up. I didn't.
Yeah, I think you were one of the biggest characters of the show, to be honest with you. Do you think? Like, I think towards the end, they were definitely like putting up a lot of attention on you.
Yeah. I think like they got to give everyone enough airtime as such, or try and get everyone's stories in.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. Like, there's a lot of things that like happened in there which like you wouldn't see. Like I told one of the girls, I was going to throw her in the fire if she didn't show up. I swear.
Was that the one who was your teammate?
Yeah. But you don't see any of that.
Well, I seen you punch her in the face, like. So.
I didn't want to, but.
Yeah, you sure? Was that after or before you threatened to throw her in the fire?
No, that's the thing. That was before.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Because they've like, I think they're bantering me. They saying, "Oh, big bat." Oh, well, they said something. I said, "What the fuck you say?"
Yeah.
And I said, if you keep chatting shit, I'll throw you in that fire now.
Were you losing your head in there quite a bit?
No, but like, and he's like, they say, "Oh, the real Adam's coming out now." Blah blah blah.
Thing is, though, when you're pushed, like, and I bet like things are just getting on your tits after a while, aren't they? You're bound to be frustrated.
But I'm quite good. I got quite thick skin anyway, so I can just like keep it to myself. Like when I went in there, my kind of game plan as such, I just try and work out everyone first. But everyone was just so like friendly, and I couldn't get my head around it because I'm not used to them, like everyone being like I think it is. Is this real?
Yeah.
Like,
thought they were all faking it. Like,
yeah, because I know everyone. If you go on that show, you want to get to the end. Like, that's why you go on there for, or gain some kind of experience. But they was all so friendly. I was trying to work them out.
Yeah. Because I suppose there's an element of like, you kind of want people to break around you, don't you?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah,
can kind of go forward.
Oh yeah, he's gone. That gives me more like of a position. And I thought, yeah, I'm gonna, like, in my interview, but they don't show it. I said I'm gonna start slow, and because I was trying to manage my injuries as well, and then I said I'll come through, and then I'll just be there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I was trying to manage my injuries at the same time, and didn't want to give much away, because for the first few days I wouldn't do the chopping with the wood, because I thought it was gonna mash up my shoulder.
Yeah.
Then,
letting everyone else do it, is it?
Yeah. So I think they might have got pissed off about that. But then I started doing it, and it didn't really bother my shoulder that much. I think the adrenaline, it just kept me going.
Surprising, isn't it? Surprising, like, go on.
And they don't show, like, we're up at all times, like early hours in the morning. We all had to, like, do guard watch. So every 2 hours or every hour, there'd be a pair of you. You'd have to go up on a tower and just, like, write down just things just going around you. But they never checked the paper. So we're all like this. Oh shit, there's a car by there. Ant's walking there. Ant's in his dressing gown. Coming out of a nice hot shower. I'm like, prick.
I bet it's mad. Like, so then Ant Middleton and things, obviously you've got like a perception of him before you go in, haven't you? Like,
I've actually met him before. I've been in there just on a night out in Essex.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
A lot tidier then, was he?
Yeah, he was calm. I didn't really chat to him much. I just said to him, I said, I'm going to get on our show. But this was like back in 2015. Obviously, he didn't remember.
Yeah. So, I think we spoke, was it before or on you? We was talking about like how he doesn't go out of character. Like, it's not a character, is it? That's what he's like, I suppose, when he's on the show.
To be honest, when he was speaking, I was in awe of him. Like, he's such a powerful speaker. He could say, go and jump off that cliff and you won't die. And you would do it and think you come off unscathed because you believe everything he says. Like, he was good at, like, bringing us up. Like, there's some things you don't see. I think in a mesh where I was eating our food, there's a lot of people who was down. He just come out of nowhere and he said, what's wrong with you? And then he, like, gave us some motivation and everyone's just like high as a kite again. Like,
surprising what words can do, innit? How much they can impact you.
But they can switch like that though. They can go from nice and then be like a massive prick, like at the same time.
Do you think they take you to a certain level and then they go, we're getting too close to breaking too many here? They give you a bit of motivation and then they're just like playing a game with you the whole way.
Yeah, I think they want you to do, they do want you to do good, but at the same time they want to they do want to break you and see how far they can push you.
See who's who.
And plus we had them all.
Yeah.
Stars. I clocked him first day. Yo, he said he was a prison guard. Come on.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah. And when I asked him certain questions, there was something I said about what class jail are you in? And I said, oh, what jail are you in? He said he's in a B class. In my head, I'm thinking, well, a B class Mercedes, because in jail, it's cat is like A cat, B cat, C cat, and that's something a prison guard wouldn't get wrong.
Yeah, standard vocabulary for someone who's in prison.
And he was fucking ripped as shit. He had tattoos like Ant as well. I just clocked him straight away.
Did you ever bring it up to anyone?
Yeah. I was, like, you don't see when we're on the journeys, like to and fro, like in the wagons, like going to different places. That's when you have the good chats. And then I was like, yeah, and that's when we chat about shit like that.
Yeah.
And like after I did the show, the doctor, we was speaking. And he said, yeah, I was going to Stas. Number 19 knows you're the mole. He's going, nah, you don't. He said, he goes, I'm watching him on camera now, telling all the recruits. Because when he got room, I say, he just disappear now and then. I'd be like, he's the fucking mole, he's the mole.
Well, yeah, if he's just disappearing and things, isn't it? Like going off camera, you know he's going for a chat.
And he'd put on his wet kit like it was nothing. He put it like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and we're all like this, like trying to put our stuff on it and like putting wet clothes on. Have you ever put wet clothes on?
Yeah, well, like I've been and done like an adventure weeks and things where you like go kayaking and all that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that's some of the hardest things to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're just like, ooh, it's just, oh, it's horrible. And I ended up having 2 wet kits because I don't know if one of the episodes when he's like, I think it's, the first episode, and was pissed off about we come in our dry kit, we're supposed to wear our wet kits.
Yeah.
I was one of the ones he put in the water. I was like, for fuck's sake.
But it was brutal, and some of them things at the end, like they CS gassed you and things, didn't they? You had to go into that room with CS gas. I mean, that was grim, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was horrible. I didn't think they was going to expose us like they did with it. And still, like, when I'm quite rushy, I went to take off my mask straight away in there, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then I felt it kind of like come up into my face. I thought, "Oh shit!"
What did it do to you then? What did it make you feel like?
Just like burns.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I can't remember. Did you get her out or not?
Yeah,
that was the one who you wanted to throw in the fire, wasn't it? So I was surprised you didn't try to leave her in there.
No, yeah, she just like spasmed or whatever. She was like, "Fuck this, I want to get out of here." So then I done my knot, then I put my mask down to undo her, would have been her side. And then as I was running out with the guy, I thought, shit, I seen the mask. I was contemplating going back in there. But I thought, oh, fuck yeah, I'll be all right.
I can remember it now, yeah. They were saying, like, you fucking left it in there.
Yeah, and I got bollocked for it. I thought, for fuck's sake, I should just running back in there.
Have you watched it all back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose you got to, haven't you? You can't not.
Yeah, but when my episode was on, I was out partying, so I didn't watch it live. So they were like, "What, you didn't watch it live?" The producer rang me up. He said, "You watch the episode?" I said, "No, I was out partying." He's like, "You're mad."
Mate, I've only like obviously been following you since then, since like the series come out, and you seem to be living like quite a partyful life at the minute.
Just catching up, and
is it? Yeah. Has that always been a part of your life all the way through?
Like I said, since the age of 15, like I've loved parties. I've done like before I went jail, I used to do like promotions and stuff like that, and bring artists to clubs. And yeah, I've always like just loved the party lifestyle. But since I've had my daughter, I got limited.
So it's just it sounds to me as if like you're just a social guy and you love making the connections with people more than anything.
Yeah, basically.
yeah. So what are you doing now post that? Obviously, you've done a couple of acting things, but is that the sole focus?
No, I just like enjoying myself. But at the minute, when lockdown, I thought, shit, I best get a proper job now because I can't do the acting stuff. So I ended up getting a job through a recruitment agency to work in Amazon. So like I was in a warehouse, like doing the boxes and stuff like that. And then the agency approached me. They said, "Oh, do you want to apply to be one of the supervisors? Because everyone seems to get on with you and stuff like that." I said, "Hell yeah. I don't want to keep doing this shit." And then I got the job. So no, I'm one of the supervisors there.
Oh, actually doing that now?
Yeah. But like they're so good for me. If any jobs I get, they let me have like holiday days or whatever. Wow. So like I kind of pick my days really.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they get like quite a bad rep, don't they?
Yeah,
for like working.
Yeah, that's like they say like Amazon does, but I work for PMP Recruitment, who like Amazon's our client.
Right, so you like subcontract to them in a way.
Yeah. So, but they're so good to me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we got such a great team. So I enjoy working there. Like I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it keeps me stable, really. Like it's weekly pay and things like that.
Yeah.
And like the acting stuff, that's like a bonus now to me.
So do you think that'll ever take over the acting? Do you ever think you'll go like full time?
To be honest, like I'm not type of person. I just never know what's going to happen. I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
But no, like my objective is just to be a good dad and just to be happy. Like as long as I'm happy, that's fine.
Yeah, mate. No, I respect that, and I feel the same as well. It's kind of it's a weird thing, like when you have a baby in it. Like I just had one 8 weeks ago, and it's like it puts loads of pressure on you, but it kind of takes a load off as well. Yeah. Because all these external things you used to think makes you happy, like you kind of take them away, don't you? And you just go like, as long as I can earn enough money, keep the house afloat, put food on the table, like you don't.
And like just do nice things with my daughter. Like we tend, like me and my missus, we do quite a lot over. Like we recently took her on a Disney cruise, and that was wicked. Like I used to hate like Disney and stuff like that. Yeah. No, I know every bloody song.
Singing them back, you.
Yeah. Trust me. Like Like Moana, I know all the songs, man.
Go on then. I'll put some music on now. with the this is something like I never know. Like, do you get paid for doing like SAS Who Dares Wins or anything?
No, we go for hell for free.
Is it? Yeah.
I swear.
I was wondering if they'd like cover your wages or something or anything like that, or is it just your work lets you go to do it?
Yeah, but I was lucky because the big boss in recruitment company, that's his favorite show, SAS.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he's like, I've never gave anyone as much time off as I've given you, because that's my favorite show. So,
mate, I think it's loads of people's favorite show, though, isn't it? Because it's something about us. We love watching people like suffer.
Yeah,
and
of course.
And
it's real, man. Like I said, if I was ever going on a reality show, it'd be like SAS or something like SAS, because it's real. There's nowhere to hide, and it's brutal.
Yeah,
and it's uncomfortable, and I like it.
Kind of thrive in that situation.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did well, mate. You got through to like the end, didn't you? Pretty much.
And I done it with a hernia as well.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Are you one of the funniest moments for me is like when you were eating the chips. Like, I was just cracking me up because the other guy was like going through hell, and you were just there like,
oh mate, I was, and that's it. What you don't see as well. Like I had my the first interview with the lady that went all right. Then they got me with that guy, and he just terrorized me. But they cut it so much. I was in there for ages. Like he was just chatting, just shit to me. And then saying, "Oh yeah, this person said this, da 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 da," and then they're throwing water on me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And he was about to let me go, like just like to put the mask back on me, and it was just a split. Like I don't know why, just a split decision, just to say, "Bam!" I just gave my story, but they didn't say like you can have chicken and chips. I didn't know anything about that until like afterwards.
There's no way you were turning them down at that point, was there?
Yeah, but it's like it was just a split decision. And then I was just pissed off because in my head I was trying to work out, because I knew we'd eventually have to tell the truth, because they're like the professional guys. They like, we can't lie. Like they're gonna break us at some point. So in my head, like you got like when you got the masks on and stuff like that, you got like babies crying in your ears and all this rubbish. And I'm thinking in my head, when shall I break? When shall I break? And then when that split second, I just gave it up. I thought in my head, I thought I can't lie to him now. And then I just got it straight away. Soon, and I called for the umpire. Like half hour after that, I called for the umpire. I was like, I nearly quit after that because I was pissed off on myself.
Yeah, you wanted to put your band in.
Yeah, I swear I want to put my band in, but they don't show that. I was like so pissed off.
Because they didn't show, like the way they made it out on the show when you went through that, they made it out as if you, like I thought at the time, oh fuck, he shouldn't have done that. But they made it out as if like you did really well, I suppose, because they'd seen all the struggle up until that point, and whereas we've just seen like a snapshot of it.
Even my mates are like, they edited that bad. They made out you broke straight away.
They did, yeah. That's what I thought as well. You kind of looked as if you were just like, fuck it, I'm having the chips.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
But in reality, like when they interviewed, like had me like interrogation first time round with the lady, I joked with her. I said, oh, next time, because she gave me a cup of tea and chocolate. I said, next time, bring chicken and chips. So they remember that.
Ah, right. So they proper playing the game with you.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. So then after I gave up my story, then I went to see the umpire. I said, I fucked up. Like I literally said, but he I read his body language, and he kind of like gave me indication I never. So I thought, so I never quit, obviously. So I went back in, listened to all that. I was hallucinating in there.
Yeah.
There's like jungle music and things like that. They put you in stress positions. They don't show, we're in there for like 12 hours or something stupid. And then stress positions are just horrible. And every time you move out of them, you have ants smacking you in the nose with a bloody stick.
Yeah. I don't know if you, has he been like pulled now from ITV? Was there some sort of arguments or something?
Or something like those things you might have said. But no, if you go into their world, expect to get abused. Like isn't like we're lucky to be in like him do the training. But if you can, I think one of the celebrities must have said something when they done the course. But if you're in that world, you expect to be punished. You get me?
Well, you're not good. It's not this woke PC world, like, is it? You are expecting to go through hell when you go there. I'm expecting
to get abused and called like, see you next Tuesday, and be in pain and get injuries like I did. But you expect this, so I don't know why people are complaining.
Nah.
Like the SAS in Australia looks even more brutal.
It does, yeah. It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know why people complain.
Is that his own thing he's taken off now? Because
I think like the company over there, like the Aussies, they don't give a fuck, do they?
let's just go for it. Like
they're like, yeah, let's just blow them up.
Thing is, though, you can't like suppress someone like Ant and his crew down and water it down to something, because people ain't gonna watch it, are they? They're not interested. Like,
they want real. They want people suffering hard. You want people to get abused. It's funny.
Yeah, and also like that's actually what they're going through in their training and things, isn't it? So it's not as if like,
and their banter is unbelievable. So they just abuse you. It's so funny.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, mate. Like that's the one thing. Like I was saying to you before, me and my missus always watch that show, and it's always the one where you think like, fuck, I'd love to go and try and do that, but you'd have to overcome some serious hurdles in your mind.
But like I say, for anyone who want to do it, just go for it, because it's all mental battle. Like, and I'm not like proper fit. I got like basic fit, but mostly I got through that mainly through my mental strength. Like I said, I hate the cold, and I can just force myself to do things like walk in the sea and shit like that. I just force myself to do it. But going back to the chicken and chips, oh mate, they had me like, they brought me back in, and as I was walking, I could hear like splashes, and I thought, oh, they got someone in water. And then he brings me in, and he starts being nice to me, and he's like, oh yeah, just pretend everything's cool. So then I just broke like out of Cardiff, like I just be myself. He was like talking about Cardiff with me, like I was saying, yeah, go Mill Lane, go to these places, go mock. Like he's asked me like, about clubbing. He said, oh, you hungry? I said, yeah. He done me like a kipper. He's like, oh, I got chicken and chips. I was like, oh, sweet. So I'm just there munching, and then they bring Connor in, and I was like, you fuckers. As soon as I seen Connor, I was like, I couldn't look at him. I was fuming. I was like a proper snitch, I swear. And I just, that's why I was just munching the chicken and chips. I just didn't look at him.
You were like, fuck it, it's done.
It's done. And then and I was so hungry, then he offered me another plate. But I did say, I said, is there a plate for Connor? And he said, yeah. So while you don't see, he gets his plate afterwards. But I do have two chicken and chips. And everyone was DM, like they was all messaging me. And they was laughing because we know what's going to happen before it goes on the show. They tell you. I was like, you bastards. And I thought, oh, I hope people like find the funny side of it. And they did.
It was definitely one of the funniest moments, like I think.
Yeah, I was like, oh, but I was happy people thought it was funny.
I suppose they got to prepare you if there's any backlashes there and things.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any crazy DMs?
No, it's all been positive. I was so surprised. Like I was like humbled by it. It was just so nice. Like everyone's like saying, well done for like how your life is now, just like going through all this.
I think that was what people love to see, like someone like with your story who's done bad things in the past, things like most people are afraid to talk about, to be ashamed of, and that kind of doesn't shed enough light on it to know that it's still going on every day, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I got friends to do whatever, but like I don't get involved in it. But it's up to them, innit? It's like they just do you, innit?
Yeah.
And you get people say, oh, stay in your own lane and all this bullshit. Mate, there's no lanes. It's just one roads. We're all going to a different destination, some quicker than others, depending how much you want to fuel up. You get me? So just do your thing. My destination, just be happy. Just be a good dad. You get me?
Yeah. Don't put a label on like anything. You could do whatever you want. Like to go from being like a drug dealer in Cardiff to then being an actor, then being on this show, to now working like for Amazon or whatever. Like that's just, why not, innit?
Just do whatever makes you happy. Like it don't matter what people say. Like I might have like people chat shit or whatever, but I just do me. Like I don't worry about anyone else.
Good, man.
As long as I'm happy, and long as the main thing, I gotta be a good role model for my daughter.
Will you be honest with her, like when she's older, about everything? Or
my daughter's funny, man. She's sassy. Like I've told her I've been in jail already. But obviously, I didn't tell her what for, because she's at like a point where she's being a little bitch. like she's attacking my missus. Like I don't know, that kind of age.
Yeah.
And they lose their temper, and they just can't control their emotions. Out, like. Yeah. So we say the police will come, and like I said, stuff like that, and it worked. Like she's good as gold now. But I said to her, like, see if you're naughty, the police will come. Like the daddy got taken away, daddy went jail. I said, oh, what for saying naughty words? I said, yeah, saying naughty words, and she's saying, what words did you say? Like she knows like certain things, like she picks up. I said, I can't tell you. And then she's like, oh, did you hit him as well? I was like, no. But she is mad. Like, she'd be playing with like her toys, and then she'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna poison you. Oh, she's dead. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, where's
like,
all this coming from?
Where's this coming from? But like, but with Disney films, people get poisons and things like that. I thought, fuck, I'm bringing up a serial killer here, but no. And then you got like, you just had a daughter watch. They'd be on their iPads watching kids. They'd be in a room full of toys. She's got everything. She's got a playroom, room full of toys, watching iPad, watching a kid play with their toys. With their one toy, and I'm thinking, you've got like 10 else's upstairs. What are you doing?
That's what everyone says. A load of people have said that to me. Yeah, they just watch other kids play with toys.
It baffles me. Like, but I got to ban it. Like, I only let her watch at certain times, or like maybe when she's like having a breakfast, lunch, dinner. I said, "Bam, you can watch it then." But I think I had to ban like there's like some little shit. Diana, like some spoiled little girl, just doing all stuff, and she said, "Oh yeah, I want to watch Diana." I'm like, nah, block. And then I must have been listening the other day, and it was like a story. I was thinking, oh, this sounds good. It's about some horse. I looked at the screen. It's some woman pretending she's a horse, and like she's eating hay. I'm like, you're going to traumatize my daughter. Like,
what the fuck is that all about?
I'm like, what the fuck? And then I went to her. I said, we can have a better YouTube channel. Do you want one?
Yeah.
So I just started doing like little bits of her.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I had to get some tips from you.
Well, I don't know, mate. Yeah, but the kids channels are crazy, like, aren't they? Yeah. Some of them are doing like millions because the kids, like, you know, like when you're younger, when you do something, you'll do it 100 times.
Yeah.
Like when you're older now, you haven't really got I don't know about you, but I haven't got the focus all the time.
Oh yeah, I'm here and everywhere.
Yeah, my attention span is like, I'll end up, I gone onto my phone to look at something on Google, and then next thing you know, I'm on Instagram, and I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? Yeah. Whereas like a kid will just be like, boom, 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 over and over again, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad, like, but yeah, when your daughter gets a bit older, you learn all that.
Yeah, I'll have to try and keep her. The thing is, like, we've been saying, like, we want to keep her away from like iPads and things like that. But then the world they're growing up in, they need them as well, don't they?
That's the way of the world. You've got to have like some kind of like online content or whatever, or presence, like
skills.
Yeah. Like, yeah, she knows, like, she's on my missus' phone. She knows everything. Like, a message pop up on missus' phone. She'll be like, boop, flick.
Yeah, crazy.
But, yeah, like, the world we're grown up in, or they're grown up in, it's just all social media, everything. So they got to know all this stuff. It's like, it's mad.
It's trying to teach them the right way to manage it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because me and my friends always talk about, say, like, when you were in school, like, for instance, now your little one's going to be growing up, dad's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, you've probably got photos of her on your Instagram. Some people put embarrassing photos of their kids up and things.
I started on Instagram recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got it into, like, doing modelling bits and other bits. Like, she had her first job, like, 6 weeks old.
Really?
Yeah, so I thought I'd get her doing stuff like this. So then she's got money in the bank and might help her when she's older. If she don't want to do it when she's older, she don't have to. But when, like, she didn't have the choice when she's a baby, then there's money there, like, that's saved for her, like, to help her in the future, because I don't want her struggling.
Yeah.
I want to, like, try and give her, like, step up, even with the social media stuff. I try and get, like, a presence already for her. Cause
do you worry about them things, though? Like I don't know, there's weirdos out there, and that's
but, like, if my missus, like, she mentioned stuff like that, but I said, there's weirdos everywhere. We can we could have weirdo next door to us or whatever, like...
I know what you're saying. Yeah, definitely.
Like, it could be like there's weirdos everywhere. Like we're in that kind of world. But obviously, I'm protecting my daughter, and I show her like the world's not like all sunshine and rainbows and stuff like that. So I make her aware that like things like this as she's grown up.
Yeah, maybe it's the best way, because I don't think we're going to go into an area like everyone's on it, aren't they? Sure, I don't know anyone now. Who I know who's not, you know, even people who are like 60, 70 years old.
Yeah, it's mad.
Like, they're all on Facebook at least, aren't they?
Yeah, of course. But with social media, obviously I got control of it anyway, so any weirdos who might like just drop a message or what, I'm there anyway. Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's probably a good thing, like, in the long run, I suppose, teach her how to use it, because otherwise they get dropped on it when they're like maybe 10 or whatever.
But I get a presence now, because when I ask her, what do you want to be when you're older? She's like, a superstar. I'm like, what the fuck?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. She's a proper sassy diva.
Do you think she kind of gets that from you being on telly and things? Do you think there's an element of that? It's kind of normalized to her in a way.
Yeah, like she knows, like, well, like says she was going to nursery. She says, "Oh, my daddy's on SAS" and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like she loves singing and dancing and things like that. And I try and encourage her to do like whatever. At one point, she wanted to be like a teacher, doctor, singer, like all in one.
Yeah, that's cool. Because I think when we were younger, like they reckon the first 7 years in it is when you kind of like you've got your self-confidence built into you. If you don't have it built into you, then you kind of struggle then to actually build it when you're older.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
And I think like when I was a kid, it wasn't like you couldn't do anything. They kind of tell you do everything. You could do whatever you want. But then when it comes to it, I think like your parents kind of impose their fear onto you a little bit, don't they?
Yeah.
So I think like you saying, well, allowing her to be creative and whatever is a really good way to sort of get her to have confidence when she's older, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what I want to do anyway with my little one.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Like, and yeah, confidence is like getting better and better. I wouldn't mind her like getting into sports, like she does gymnastics and things like that. Because I was really sporty when I was younger, but I didn't really have no one like to push me to like to train even harder.
Yeah, you just kind of left to it. It's like
because I used to be like good at rugby. I used to play rugby union, rugby league. Like the clubbing was bad for me because I had a Welsh trial one day, but the night before I'd be on a piss.
Just love the piss too much.
It's like, yeah, I just used to just chase the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, yeah, mad.
Do you think like because you had like natural talent, you didn't have to work for it a bit? Or did you work for it?
Yeah, I learned as I was like grown up, and I did train hard and like in training sessions and things like that, developing my skills. But then I'd want to go out all the time, like before, after the match.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. Like I think similar ways from like probably like 15 or even younger, maybe like 13.
Yeah.
On a Friday night, that's all I cared about. Like was going out and getting pissed. Even from like 13, you know, that's just what everyone did. Is the thing to do.
But there is more to life because there's always a party. There's gonna be a party here, there, and everywhere. Like you're not gonna miss out. So hopefully I can try and like bring up my daughter, and whatever she wants to do, I would like be fully behind her and just hopefully help her progress to whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, and you know, like that lifestyle
at least
kills a lot of dreams, doesn't it? Because I think between that 16 and 21, that's where, especially with sports, that's where they either like really develop and go pro or whatever they're doing, or they fall off, innit?
Yeah, like I've known loads of great players in rugby and football, and they fell off just getting like clubbing, doing drugs or whatever. And then it's
me too. Yeah, I got a mate like who was I think he played like sevens for Wales and things for a bit, and he just now like you see him, he's out every weekend. Do you know what I mean? He's lost a load of weight. He's just not the person he could have been like, and I think he knows it as well.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, yeah, alcohol, that's just another drug, isn't it? You get me?
It's just legalised, isn't it? That's the thing. I think that's as bad as anything. I like everything stupid I've ever done has always been pissed up. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the majority of people as well. Yeah,
I've done loads of stupid things.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I think that's just like a rite of passage in a way. I think. But I think probably now a lot of youngsters are growing up. I know, like, especially around here, a lot of people are more into like fitness and things. Yeah, I think like the tide's kind of changing in a way.
And even like, and the positive thing with this social media stuff, there's a lot of things like with fitness and stuff like that. Like my sister, she's an athlete and she don't drink or nothing, and she's nearly she'll be 18 the end of this year.
Yeah, that's crazy, because that seems crazy to me. Like how you'd get to that age and you wouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, but she's good as gold. She's on her training. Yeah, she's bang on it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because like me, my brother, all our mates and whatever, that was just all we did from that age to like a few years ago, really. You know, I haven't really drunk since lockdown. Like, to be honest, I kind of just laid off it and just focused on this, to be honest.
Well, I can't say the same.
No, I know, you had a heavy weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, I got in 5 o'clock Monday morning. Yeah, we festival for 2 days from Saturday.
What festival was it?
We Are Fest.
Right. What sort of acts were there?
It's just all house music.
Is it? Yeah, so proper bouncing on the weekend.
Yeah, I didn't care what DJ it was. It's just the music, innit? Yeah, it was good, man. And because I had my friends from Cardiff come up, because it was in Essex, that was better for me, because they're my boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like, I got friends up them ways as well, but it's different because they're my boys from since I was young. So it's a different it's a different party.
Different connection.
Yeah,
Innit?
yeah, yeah.
I'm the same. Like if I see, there's some people which you have to see regular
Yeah,
to like keep contact and be okay with and whatever. Then there's some people who you've known from years ago. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen them for years. You can just turn up in the same room.
yeah,
And it's exactly the same as when you left off, isn't it?
yeah. They're your true friends, isn't it?
Yeah. It makes all the difference, doesn't it? But I got a couple of questions from people. One of them is, so like someone who's a youngster now who's maybe going to end up down that path. They may be watching this, heard your story. What would you say to them to guide them away from that?
Just that there's always better things in life to do. Like you don't have to like get quick money, because in the long run, that quick money doing them bad things is going to give you long time. So it's better to work hard at something, like even if you start from the bottom, like for example, like in a call center or something like that, and then you could slowly progress or whatever you want to try and do. But just always work hard at it. Like, don't get me wrong. It was harder for me getting out of jail, like starting again, trying to work like a normal life. But yeah, you just things will get better. Like them quick fixes don't work. There's no longevity in it. You get me?
Yeah. No shortcuts.
No shortcuts. Don't take the shortcut. Trust me.
Yeah. No,
just work hard. That's the only way forward, really. Like another example, like with Faya, he's been doing like what 20 or something mad, and he's all that hard work and it's paid off. Get me? It might not come straight away, but it will come. Like I said, we're on one road, going different destinations. Whatever your destination is, depends how hard you want to try to get it.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I think like you said, I did a post about this a while ago about short-term highs for long-term struggle, innit? It's like, I don't know, you go out on the piss on the weekend, it's fucking great. Then you have a crap couple of days. And then like, I don't know, for me, one of my biggest struggles is like keeping my diet in check. So you eat a load of shit food, you feel like crap for days, like, and it's just little highs which last like 2 minutes. And then like you maybe fuck your life, living your life like that. And whereas like you say, if you put that hard work in, I think it goes like exponentially. You just like, it takes forever, but I think once it goes,
once you're there, you're there.
Yeah, like, and but the thing is, you've got a solid ground beneath you, haven't you? It's not just this like false thing beneath you. So that's just that going off. But yeah, so I think that's the way. That's the message, really. It's a great message, I think, for people to take on. Just put the work in, and you'll just gradually get there.
Yeah, because like with myself, for me, like since I was young, I had a short attention span. So I used to be like I said, like here, there, and everywhere. I never like had no sustainability or stability, just to just do one thing.
Yeah, I was very much the same. I can't like, I struggle to sit down and focus for like 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I've been trying to do like meditation daily recently.
Okay.
Just to try and like keep my mind at bay, because otherwise I'm just here, there, and everywhere. And I find that does help. Like definitely keeps I can focus more in work, everything really. It just.
But a good point. The only good thing about that is like we're not afraid to like do other things. That's one good thing about being able to do something like that. But at the minute, I'm stable. So my daughter's probably the best thing that's happened to me, because it keeps me stable.
Yeah.
Like I know I can't fuck up. Like I need to like work hard for her.
That's your ground zero. When you walk through that door at home, everything else goes, done it, and you've got to be that dad. Like
I can't like leave her. Like for example, like I came in 5 o'clock this Monday morning. I had to make like my missus had to work all day, so I had to look after my daughter. So I had to be the daddy, be on point for her. I couldn't be like lazy and ball. I had to take her gymnastic, take her park, cook her meals and stuff like that. But so I can't. My game face for daddy is good.
Yeah. You got to turn. You didn't have a straw hat and wellies on still, did you?
No.
I haven't been to a festival for years. Like, fuck, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd cope. I think I'd fucking die. Like, if I did a weekend on the piss now. It's been so long.
Yeah, just playing catch up.
Yeah. But you still feeling it now?
To be fair, I feel fine today.
Yeah, that's good going. Because getting in that time Monday and it's only, what day are we? Tuesday. Fucking hell, you're doing all right, mate. You're looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, I went gym this morning, sweated it out.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It wasn't the best session, but it did the trick.
Show up in it.
Yeah,
that's all that matters. Like, let me just have a look, make sure I haven't missed anything off. So I think there's only Yeah, I think we've answered everything. I got on you dap that girl up. That's one of my points, like, to make. when you hit that girl in the boxing, like your teammate.
It's like oh yeah, I was gutted out to fight Lauren, but obviously, like, they don't show the whole fight. I was trying to hit her body most of the time, but then like I gotta like show my, I gotta be dominant at some point.
Gotta show the highlights.
Like, I wanted to fight either DJ, I think he was number 12 because he was the biggest. I thought, yeah, I'd rather fight the biggest, or Connor, because then I could slow him down. I thought that's something I could beat him at. I thought, yeah, if I could slow down Connor, that'd be better.
There's no benefit to fighting the girl, like, for your image, is there?
No, not at all. Not at all. But they seen the DS scene. I was like, I wasn't like going full throttle on her. I was like picking my shots and stuff. But it was weird. They edited weird because the first knockdown they showed, that was the last one. The last one. But I think they just trying to edit it, like, because they said about the sucker punch. So they put the first knockdown when, like, I hit it again. I only hit it again because Antoine finished her, like. So they must have sped it up or something, because I hit her and then she went down and then he went, hit it again. So I did, you know.
Yeah,
but you don't see any of that.
It's sly, in it, the way they do things. Like, it's all about trying to keep people watched, isn't it? And
but he was like, obviously, he was my favourite. But what you don't see, he was giving me like words of encouragement here and there. So like after one of the tasks, he was like, if you get to the end, we'll go for a pint and things like that to me.
Yeah.
So at the end, but they don't show it. I was like, we're still going for that pint? He's like, yeah, we'll go.
You said earlier you haven't had the pint yet, have you?
Nah, not yet. But it'll come. He's a busy man. He's top dog, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he's in Australia at the moment.
He's like sort of an icon in the UK now, really, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's like quite a high level, like celebrity, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, he's the man.
Everyone knows who he is. Like, let's be honest. Like, you recognise to me, that's probably like one of the best shows on telly, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it's got to be. But yeah, so have you got anything else you'd like to say before we wrap it up, mate?
Did you know I had hernia at the end of that course?
No, only from you saying, like.
Yeah. So I got to the end. I got up that mountain with bloody a hernia.
Yeah. Have you had anything done to it since?
Yeah. The production had to pay for operation for me.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got it in the show itself.
Yeah, I was in a bad way, like, because that's why I wasn't gutted that, like, I didn't pass selection, because in my head my goal was just to get to the end. And when I had hernia as well, and I still got to the end with injuries, I was mega happy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't quit. That was my mentality. My aim was not to quit, so I never quit. So that's what I say to everyone: don't quit. Just keep trying. Just do your thing.
I respect that, mate.
Yeah.
I think it's a great message, and I think you came through a lot in that show. You had some adversity, and I think that just makes it all more powerful,
of course,
doesn't it?
Man. I was happy to tell my story. Like, it's tranquillic for me as well, just to be able to be open about it, because not everyone knew I'd been in jail. Like, my missus' parents never knew. We had to tell them before the show, but they was calm because they've met me as me. Like, I'm a nice guy. If you meet me, I'm a nice guy. But I've just I just made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good to be open and honest about that, because it empowers other people to maybe make the change, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's how I am now. Like,
yeah, you can't live in the past either, can you?
No. Don't live in the past. It's just what's in front of you.
I find everyone who's come in, like, sometimes I get people come in and I know stuff's gone on, but they don't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
And I feel like when you're like that, you're kind of still living in that.
Yeah.
In a way, aren't you? Because to really truly let it go, you'd be able to talk about it without emotion, wouldn't you? Yeah,
because I only used to tell, like, certain people I connected with, like, about my past. But no, I'm just open to it. Like, fuck it. Like, I done what I've done, but I'm here now. I'm doing good.
Yeah, and you got to respect, like, you for who you are now and who you meet. Like, I don't look at you like, when you turned up here today, I don't look at you like, oh, you're a drug dealer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even look at you like that. I just look at you as Adam. You're a nice bloke. We've been messaging back and forth. You've been sound every step of the way, and that's just the way it is.
Respect, man.
Yeah, no, respect it. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate you coming down.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be following, see what your future brings. Probably see you in some adverts along the way.
Yeah, probably.
But,
hopefully.
Shout out everyone. Go follow Adam on Instagram. And thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We appreciate you. Cheers, mate.
Nice one, man.
Experience Real podcast.